Hi class. I'm going to go over some areas of emphasis on the theme of strategic management in nonprofit organizations. And the chapter that pertains to this is pretty good. Please review it. The points that I wanted to make were along the lines that this is where, again, this emphasis on mission is very important, because that becomes your guiding star, if you will. A question that should always be asked at any point in a decision. It could be a day-to-day decision, it can be a decision, an agenda item for the board, it can be any number of things, but there should always be in your little inventory whether or not the decision you're going to make is going to benefit and further your mission. There are any number of distractions that come into place when you're running an organization. There's, again, a day-to-day chatter that goes on, the emails that come in, the site visits from funders, the deadlines for grant applications, all of those things kind of clutter up the day. You also have your stakeholders, and your stakeholders will have their own priorities and their own agenda, and they'll be clamoring for a response from your organization to further their agenda, not necessarily yours. And again, this is where strategic management comes into play. You don't ignore your stakeholders, but you manage them, and you manage them by having a clear mission statement and being able to communicate that, and in any decision that you make that might be questioned by a particular stakeholder, be it a funder, being it your own staff, being it internal divisions within an organization, that is the different departments, or the public at large. You should be able to articulate and defend, at least justify decisions you're making on the basis of mission. You also have this internal issue of the board, and the board members will likewise often have their own agenda. It is remarkable how many board members tend to be more concerned with an organization looking good more than doing good. And you know, it's remarkable. I've seen that firsthand, where a board member wants the grounds of a particular nonprofit organization to look a certain way. And there's merit to that. But at the end of the day, how much of that is really going to further the mission of the organization, and shouldn't that be the emphasis after all? So just kind of keep that in mind. That's why I'm hammering this all the time. Come up with a mission, and then, following one of the Covey 7 habits, begin with the end in mind. Any decision you make, any plans you make, should ultimately tie into mission and further that mission. And that should be always the ground basis for any strategic plan for your organization. Okay, thanks very much.